Hello everyone, this is part 4 of What If Naruto and Hinata Moved In Together, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist. To see more, comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. Rin, go tell the others, Kakashi said. Rin nodded and soon disappeared. Naruto went inside his mind. Numerous chains appeared. Naruto appeared emotionless, but instantaneously all the chains crumbled. Naruto didn't break his mental barriers, he obliterated them. However, he didn't waste time showing off and flaring his chakra. He didn't even go for Orochimaru. He would leave Yashi, for that wasn't his business, it was Heather's. No, his business was Sasuke, and this time, he would win. Naruto made a shadow clone which was behind Sasuke and pretended to do a jutsu slowly. But Sasuke wasn't fooled. He knocked out the shadow clone. Naruto, stop fighting by yourself and work as a team. We all want Sasuke back just as much as you do, but that can't happen without teamwork. Just then the lightning team came. Yashi. No, it can't be. Yashi, were you with Orochimaru the whole time? Of course. He promised I would become more powerful. Power you simpletons would never achieve with your simple training methods. No, I needed real power. You forsake everyone you know and love for power. You give up your emotions. You give up what it means to be human. All for the sake of power. Rain asked. Yes, Yashi, please, don't do this, don't what? Don't stay with you on this stupid team doing C-class missions. Getting beaten up by the sensei every time like the stupid bell test. Stay with a stupid country like lightning. Be led by a damn old man who loves peace. Be friends with pathetic Lee. Naruto didn't hold back this time. Enough was enough. Look at you, Sasuke. Sasuke's hair was longer, he hadn't see it, he didn't care, all he wanted was to train. It was shorter than Itachi's, but it was in a ponytail nevertheless. He wore a cloak to avoid being noticed when performing his jutsus. It was a black cloak which he liked because it matched his personality. He had the same red eyes. The only thing that was missing was the Mengekyo. I've had enough, Sasuke. You don't to come back, right? I tried to hope, tried to pray. But I kept putting my family in danger every time I went out hunting for you. You're no longer part of my family. Uchiha Sasuke the day he left the leaf. The day he gave up being human. The day he killed his family. You're not Sasuke. Today, I aim not to kill you, not to bring you back, not even to kill Orochimaru. No, today, I have no vengeance in my heart. Dreams will always collide, no matter what, because people are not all alike. And it's time I grow up and accept that. No, today, I fight to protect my family. Could you have made a cornier speech? Kabuto said. At that instant Naruto puffed away. It was a shadow clone. The speech was a distraction. He had just enough time to gather chakra to shield himself when a Naruto came behind him, not to get him, but to get Yashi. Yashi D at the instant the Rasengan connected. His team was crying, but they were angry as well. At the horizon, the rest of Orochimaru's squad, 20 others came. But Naruto had seen them coming from far off. They made numerous jutsus, but none of them seemed to work. They broke off into teams. The Sand team minus Rin went after Kabuto. The Lightning team, having less members, went after the incoming Sound Ninja. Rin and the Leaf team went after Orochimaru and Sasuke. Naturally, Orochimaru was guarding Sasuke. Itachi, it seems they have reached Orochimaru. Sasori reported. Indeed. Not good. If Orochimaru killed the boy now, there's no chance. We need to save the kid. Plus, I sense he's been pee by the Manda. Looks like a little intervention would be necessary. Plus, you could sneak in some brotherly love while we're there. Kisame joked. Itachi, you're the third strongest of all of us. Only the leader and Rikori. Deidara commented. Itachi remained silent, meaning you'll have to train the kid. After all, from what you've told us, he's no longer a Jinchuriki, is he? Deidara finished. Let's go, Itachi said laconically, before Toby notices the deaths. They all nodded and left. Rain paralyzed one of the 5, but it was only an illusion. The real one came from behind, but, luckily, Mythos managed to save her by kicking the ninja away. Right after, however, 3 came onto them. One was sent off by Heather's shockwave jutsu, but the other 2 landed direct hits. Rain and Mythos were sent flying back. They managed to land on their feet only to find another one coming after them. Sensing it was genjutsu, Rain rushed past the image to protect Heather. Meanwhile, the Sand team was having it real easy. Kabuto was level 12, yes, but Temari, level 10, Kankuro, level 9, and Horace, level 7 could easily take him, one person, on. Finally, they turned to go and help their allies. In another corner, Orochimaru and Sasuke were doing fairly alright, as was the Leaf Nins plus Rin. They had split into 2 teams in themselves, Kakashi, Sakura, Rin, and Hinata against Orochimaru, and Naruto against Sasuke. Naruto wanted it this way, and Orochimaru was much stronger. Naruto faced Sasuke, they were fairly deserted from everyone else. Naruto used his shadow transportation jutsu to come behind Sasuke and kick him, however, Sasuke saw this coming and barely dodged. Naruto was much faster than Sasuke at using jutsus and taijutsu, but Sasuke was stronger at taijutsu and was much more experienced at genjutsu, though Naruto knew how to block basic ones. Sasuke didn't waste any time this time. He immediately activated the curse seal to level 2. Strangely, Naruto's thigh began throbbing incredibly. But Naruto simply put a mental barrier on his touch sense in his thigh to seal away the pain. Naruto and Sasuke exchanged a couple blows, but Naruto instantly realized that there was no point using taijutsu against Sasuke. Making a shadow clone, Naruto approached Sasuke to exchange a couple more taijutsu sequences. But Sasuke realized it was only a clone, K-it, and began using genjutsu to get Naruto. Sleeping poison, genjutsu, level 3/3 puts user in paralysis state so it appears as if one is sleeping. Very strong, very effective, takes little chakra, nearly impossible to dodge. What the hell? But Naruto wasn't going to run. He came from behind Sasuke with an Odama Rasengan to get him, but it turned out to be only a genjutsu. The real Sasuke came and attacked Naruto, but Naruto was only a shadow clone. Naruto came from behind and kicked, but Sasuke dodged and attacked Naruto with a kunai. Naruto used his absolute defense and repelled the kunai, but the pant leg was torn off completely knee down. Sasuke was knocked back. What the hell was that? His chakra repelled it. He has an absolute defense. That means I can only get him with genjutsu. Quickly, he set his Sharingan in motion. Sharingan, genjutsu, level 2/3, chakra fusion, puts target in a state of nullified chakra, very effective, extremely powerful, takes up a lot of chakra, success rate average. His eyes scanned. As the genjutsu was activated, Naruto flared his chakra to full and see it off completely so as to break away from the genjutsu. Sasuke froze in curiosity and wonder. He had felt something while Naruto flared his chakra. After all, both of their chakras had mixed in the event, and Sasuke had felt something he hadn't felt in too many people other than himself. He had sensed a dark evil, darker than his own, in fact. The evil he had received from Orochimaru was nothing compared to this. He has. The Manda struck him, I see. Unbelievable. Sasuke smirked. There was the victory. The pain Naruto's new curse would cause him would rid him of his life. Goodbye, Naruto. Sasuke scrutinized Naruto with his Sharingan. He was leaning to the left, meaning his left foot was high because he didn't want to put pressure on it. It was just barely, but Sasuke still saw it. Sasuke targeted his curse seal's powers towards that leg. Naruto suddenly got up. One thing, and one thing alone was driving him now. I have to protect my family. I have to protect my family. I have to protect my family. He recited it like a mantra, over and over in his mind to remind himself of why he fought. Suddenly, adrenaline rushed to his body. He rushed at Sasuke, using Kaiten, Sasuke's own jutsus. Sasuke dodged, but Naruto kept coming, move after move, hit after hit. Naruto kept throwing at Sasuke, and the more Sasuke activated his curse seal, the more Naruto fought back. How can he fight like this? I've never seen him like this. He was nearly out of chakra when he started the match, And, yet, here he is using more chakra in one blow that I have used so far in this entire fight. Naruto used every powerful jutsu he learned from the monks, and he noticed Sasuke was getting tired. Sasuke's dodges were getting more close-shaved, his hits were getting choppy, and he wasn't noticing everything anymore. But Naruto just kept going. In fact, his blows increased. Naruto jumped at Sasuke with a Rasengan in his hands. Sasuke was tired by now, but he forced himself to dodge. Naruto, how the hell can you keep this up? It's inhuman. Naruto landed a blow to Sasuke's stomach. It's because I'm human that I can do this. You, who have ridden yourself of all emotions but anger and lust for power, you cannot win this. It is my emotions that drive me to do this, the love for my friends, my anger at Orochimaru, my determination to win. If I didn't have these, there was no way I would be standing right now. He landed a Rasengan into Sasuke's stomach. You wanted to know what power was, Sasuke. True power is what allows me to protect my friends. True power is the ability to stand up in a losing battle and believe, and hope, and win. That's what true power is. You, who've ditched everything looking for power, will never find it. You want to see what true power can do? I'll show you. Naruto began making seals very rapidly. This would most likely almost KO him. It took a huge amount of chakra. Naruto pinned Sasuke down with another Rasengan and looked at him in the eye one last time. Naruto looked at Sasuke. On the surface, he saw fear, anger, and frustration. Going deeper, he saw those things subside, and he saw a strange peace that he never saw in Sasuke before. Going deeper, the peace increased so much that it enveloped him, and, soon, he saw happiness, satisfaction, and growth. Sasuke's eyes radiated with this emotion inside so much. It was a real pity that Sasuke, being consumed by his outer emotions, didn't realize this Sansei inside him. Perhaps that would have stopped him from going after Orochimaru. Perhaps that would have made him feel like his mission in life was complete. Perhaps that would have revived Sasuke as a human. But Sasuke made a choice to go with anger, and such choices have consequences. Sasuke stared into Naruto's eyes, afraid, angry, and frustrated. Soon, he calmed down, and almost meditated. He felt a strange calmness which brought him warmth and happiness. Sasuke mentally shivered. He wasn't accustomed to this. But he soon grew into it, and actually liked it. He felt happy. Something he hadn't felt in a long time. Looking into his would-be eyes, Sasuke saw not vengeance, not anger, and not satisfaction. Sasuke saw a friend, trying to reach out to him, trying so hard, and, yet, realizing his duty. Sasuke saw the very same Naruto he had known for so long, looking at him with pity. Sasuke had always shook his head at Naruto, pitying his idiocy, laughing at him, teasing him, and putting him down. And, yet, after all of that, that very same Naruto now stood before him, offering pity, and giving him forgiveness. Naruto, I'm sorry. Naruto sighed. I'm sorry, too. Sasuke. Mengekyu Sharingan. Sasuke realized what this was, but he openly fell into it, literally embracing death. Embracing his victory against Orochimaru. No, Orochimaru would never have his body now. Brother. Naruto took Sasuke's body and carried it to where his team was fighting. Meanwhile, Kakashi and the others were facing Orochimaru. You thought you could beat me before, Kakashi. What makes you think so now? Yes, I can't beat you. But we can. I have a team now. What? Some Chunin and you are a team. My. It had been a distraction. Sakura came at him from behind to plow him down, but Orochimaru simply activated the seal behind him, knocking her back. Kakashi knew he had to stall in order for Rin to activate Gaara's move. Although she had learned it to the highest level, she still couldn't do it as fast as Gaara. While she was charging her chakra, Kakashi ran at him with a Chidori. Out of Orochimaru's mouth came a huge sword that pierced Kakashi, but Kakashi had been a shadow clone. Hinata looked at her opponent and realized it with the help of her Byakugan. That Orochimaru's a fake. It's not his real body. She yelled. They all looked around, wondering where on earth the real Orochimaru could be, but it was too late. The fake Orochimaru activated a seal which spewed tiny, leech-like snakes out of his mouth. The creatures rushed towards Rin. But Rin managed it just in time. Desert grave. Out of the earth, she accumulated a huge amount of thick, rock-like sand which encased the fake Orochimaru. It crushed him and destroyed all the seals that was around the body. Sakura had managed to destroy the snakes before they reached Rin. Meanwhile, Kakashi and Hinata were looking around for the real Orochimaru. Looking up, he saw Orochimaru standing there with the snake coming out of his arm, smiling. Well, Kakashi, I can't let that girl cure you, now can I? No. Looks like you'll have to die. Seeing Kakashi's eyes widen, he quickly added. Orochimaru's somewhere over there. He did something to Kakashi-sensei. Hinata informed. They three of them huddled together. Where is Tenten-chan? Hinata wondered. Suddenly, a scream appeared, not a human scream, but a sort of shriek combined with a growl. Then, a girl came next to them. It was Tenten. Guys, I finished setting up the indignation, and it seems to have taken its toll. Orochimaru's snake is gone. Now we only have to deal with him. I hope. They felt a little relieved that she was all right, but they were still nervous. They huddled together, Hinata scanning, Tenten setting up traps, Sakura healing everyone, and Rin gathering chakra for defense. Damn it. Naruto had been running purely on adrenaline. And Sasuke's body was getting really heavy. He dropped Sasuke down and decided to make a grave for him. Using a jutsu, he made a golden, amber box in which he placed Sasuke's body in. Sasuke's body wouldn't rot there, the jutsu made of it. Then, making a seal, he transported it the area where he and Naruto fought. He decided to finish the grave later once he got back to Konoha. His friends needed him now, but he was out of chakra. Forcing himself, he limped back to where Orochimaru was. As he got there, the pain in his legs increased more and more. He only hoped he could make it there in time. Rain got up. Come on, Heather. It's time we avenge Mythos. Heather, too, got up. But this time, she wasn't the same old nice girl. For the first time there was fire in her eyes, there was passion. Now, Heather had a reason to fight, and that would take her all the way. Come on, let's go get Snake Bastard, Temari said. Kankuro and Horace grunted and followed her. Orochimaru's head extended and went for the girls. However, Tenten's trap was set into motion. All her weapons were sent after Orochimaru. Orochimaru chuckled to himself. They thought they could get me with such a basic trap. Demonic reversal. All the weapons flew back at the girls, but they never connected. Temari stood there with all the weapons neatly aligned on the ground in front of her. Kankuro and Horace stood beside her, smiling. The Leaf team and Rin sighed. Rin smiled. Her team was back. Now, the fight would get going. But that was just a clone. The real Orochimaru came from behind and knocked out Sakura and Hinata instantly. Goodbye medical ninjas. Then, he disappeared once again. Orochimaru's style was very much like a snake. He would disappear, come out of nowhere, and disappear. Only this time he didn't As they approached, Thunder God Strike no Jutsu was heard. Rain appeared in front of Horace, soon followed by Heather. Where's Kakashi? She asked. They all didn't know. Waking up Hinata, she told them what had happened. Heather, go and find Kakashi, heal him, and bring him back. Take Horace with you. Both nodded and set off. Getting a bit difficult now. All right. No more fooling around. He made some hand signs and said, Hellish Embodiment no Jutsu. Now, Orochimaru completely disappeared. Sakura woke up now. What happened? You got knocked out. Now get up, we could use you. Sakura got up, but suddenly punched Rain, a blow which caused her numerous broken bones and instant unconsciousness. What the hell, Sakura? They all yelled. Stop. Temari suddenly said. That's not Sakura, it's Orochimaru. That jutsu allows him to be inside another for a limited time. Quote. My, aren't we the bright one? It's at first a genjutsu. If you don't stop it at that stage, it'll work for sure. Then it transforms into the real deal. It's a two-phase jutsu. Hellish Embodiment no Jutsu. Now we don't know who he's in. Crap. Kankuro began to realize the gravity of this situation. Suddenly, Temari summoned a huge gust of wind, but it was immediately quenched. In front of them, none other than Uchiha Itachi, missing Nin of the Leaf, stood. Orochimaru, get out of there, or I'll make you get out. Orochimaru soon appeared in front now. As if on CU, Heather and Horace came back with Kakashi. I managed to heal him, she reported to Kankuro and Temari. Heather began reviving everyone, immediately seeing Itachi in front of her. Don't bother hiding it, I'm on your side. For now, Itachi said. With Temari's acknowledgement, she began healing everyone openly. Soon, everyone was up, and Sakura switched places with Heather. Now, everyone except Naruto was there, in a dire situation, but living unconscious nonetheless. Itachi, what have I done for you to grace me with your presence? Sasori, Deidara, and Kisame now came behind Itachi. Ah, my old friends. Orochimaru was now worried, he secretly prepared a jutsu to escape. Soon, all of his chakra was paralyzed. Don't bother, Itachi said. Now, we have a proposition. Wait, what about these? Sasori said, pointing to the allied forces. Should I send them away, or rid them of this earth? Don't kill them. They could come in useful in the fight to come. Kisame pointed out. Though they're weak, they could still do quite a bit of damage. After all, they weakened Oro here to this state. Deidara agree. Yeah, let's send them back to the Leaf. They'll take care of them. Then, we can discuss this matter in private, yeah. Itachi nodded. Kisame had begun making some hand signs when Itachi said, wait. Where's the other one? The Jinchuriki. Yeah, where's the Jinchuriki? Deidara said. Best not to give anything away, yeah. If they find out he's not a Jinchuriki, they'll get us for sure, yeah. Naruto dragged his feet. He was tired, all out of energy, his bloodline limit no longer activated, and all chakra used up. But he had to go. He couldn't even think properly anymore, all he could do was keep walking. Soon, he came upon his friends. Naruto. Hinata ran to him, took him into her lap, and let him rest. What else could they do? With 4 Akatsuki members and Orochimaru against them, they didn't stand a chance. Plus, all of them were tired. All they could do was sit and watch. Naruto rested in Hinata's caring arms, embraced in her love. Interesting. I thought the Kyuubi would forbid love considering it was in love before. Meaning, they must have used the transfer Funin jutsu to nullify it. Interesting. I thought, Jiraiya. Itachi thought. We'll keep Naruto. At that, all of their hearts dropped. Orochimaru's because he wouldn't have a great body, the allies because Naruto was their friend, and Akatsuki members because they would have yet another person joining them. No, please, Hinata pleaded. Itachi walked up to them, and all of them looked into his eyes. They fell unconscious the next second. Kisame. Send them to Konoha. Kisame nodded and activated a seal. The next second they were gone. Naruto alone remained there, unconscious. Very well. The curse will grow. We will meet again, Naruto, and with that, Orochimaru, too, disappeared. Now, what? Deidara asked. We've got another 8 months' time. Send a notice about what's about to happen to the cages. They'll need to prepare. In the meantime, Naruto and I will do some bonding. Itachi stated without emotion. Each of you get the notes delivered. Then, meet with the rest of the members, and tell them that I've quit. Make sure the leader trusts you and believes you. He'll hopefully send you as a group to hunt me down. We'll talk then. Until then. They disappeared, leaving Itachi alone with his would-be pupil. You'll soon find why you're needed. Naruto. Chapter 15. Revelations. Naruto woke up feeling extremely sour. Almost instinctively, he placed his mental barriers. Before checking his surroundings, he examined himself. Sensing around him, he found a rather strong chakra signature. Of course, he had seen stronger, but this was strange. There was a strange calmness about him, yet, he was evil, not in an evil like Sasuke, consumed, but he was calm, cool, and collected. But this evil was 10 times stronger. Opening his eyes, he found he was in a room with tens of thousands of scrolls. There was one bed, and he was resting on it. The room was huge, at least, he thought it was a room. He couldn't even see the other end. Getting up, he stretched his muscles. He was sore, yes, but hey, at least he was alive. Suddenly, he sensed 2 kunais thrown at him. Dodging them with ease, he turned around to see who in their right minds would do that. Naruto activated his bloodline. Uchiha Itachi. Threat level 12. Jutsus. Hellish Doom no Jutsu. Sacred Resurrection no Jutsu. Mengekyo Sharingan. Yo, What's up, Itachi? He was still half asleep. Slowly, it sunk into his brain. Itachi, you're the one who caused Sasuke so much pain. You kill your own family. What kind of? Shut up. Damn you. Naruto broke his mental bonds and rushed at him. Disappearing right in front of him, Naruto appeared behind him and punched, but Itachi was just a shadow clone. His jutsu casting is so damn fast. Suddenly, Naruto fell as he detected unbelievable pain. Get up. Naruto struggled and stood up straight. Are you wearing underwear? Naruto slowly nodded. Take off your pants. Naruto hesitated, only to have another kunai thrown at him and the instruction repeated. There, on his right thigh was a curse seal, only, this one was a little different. 3 curse seals were joined together in a triangle, and, in the middle, there was a head on a snake, only it was like a tattoo printed in red. Do you know what that is? No. Orochimaru is the snake sennin. He takes everything from snakes. In fact, the Manda is one of the most powerful demons. Thus, many of his jutsus, seals, and his power comes from snakes. In the history of the world, only 2 people have received what you have from the Manda. You. And Orochimaru. Orochimaru modeled his own seal after the Manda, in fact. The curse seal. Yes, the Manda gave you its own curse seal, much more powerful. And much more dangerous. The Manda controls all that have this seal. But since the Manda had the day your group it, its power goes to the most trusted official of the Manda. And the only other person who received its seal. Orochimaru. So now, providing you're close enough, Orochimaru will control you. And, once your freedom is stripped away, you're entirely to him. Your body, your will, and that wonderful bloodline limit of yours. So you know. Up. Naruto got up. Do know why you can tell how strong people are? Why you know about that, too? Do you know? Itachi repeated, running out of patience. No, I don't. Tell me. Do you know what clan you belong to? The Uzumaki clan. Yes. And if you look on the summoning frog scroll, you'll see someone by the name of Uzumaki Arashi. And before that, Jiraiya. And, to my knowledge, Jiraiya only trained one other person. Yondaime. Naruto said, coming to realization. Itachi took out a scroll from the wall. Uzumaki Arashi, more formally known as Yondaime, married one by the name of Shina. Author's note, again, I take no credit for the name. Illegitimately. Wait, what? Shina was a lower member of the Uzumaki clan. To be specific, a housemaid. A maid in the house of Arashi. Not only did Arashi fall in love with her, which, in itself was not allowed, he went on to marrying her in secret without the elders' consent, and he had a child. An illegitimate child. Then, the Kyuubi attacked the village. Many of the Uzumakis died in the battle, as their Hokage was a member of their clan. But most died protecting a child. The child of Arashi. Arashi never told them it was his child, he simply said, protect it with your life, for it'll save the village. He had committed a sin. He and his wife both. But their child had not, their child was innocent, simply a victim of their sins. Answer, they rid themselves of the earth, sealing the 9-tails demon fox in it to save the village. This way, they had hoped, their child would not be illegitimate. No, their child would be a hero. A hero who saved the village. But as things turned out, that was not the case. Many lost their lives in the battle against the Kyuubi, and many had to place blame. Answer, they placed the blame on this child. Perhaps if the parents of the forsaken child had had a strong heart, they would have openly admitted it. Perhaps if they had had a strong heart, they would have told the views, and, as Hokage, admitted to the village the sin of their past. Perhaps if they were strong, they would have carried their burden and loved what they did for themselves, and what they believed in. But not everyone's that strong, are they? Naruto stared with tears in his eyes. You're lying. Naruto grabbed his kunai and jumped at him, but he was on the floor again within an instant. Tell me, why would I waste my energy saving your Sorie, training you, and teaching you all of this just to lie to you? You're simply hiding your emotions. Because to you, and to the rest of Konoha, the Hokage is flawless. You cower from the truth and use your excuse of hatred to justify it. Naruto remained silent for a long while. No, not everyone is that strong. And I think it's not a sin to be weak-hearted. But it is a sin to not change once you've noticed your weakness. Simply letting your weakness grow. And sitting and watching grow. Until it consumes you. That's a sin. Now you know where you come from. Do you know why you have the additional ability? Naruto looked at him. Do you have any emotion? Do you care? I just learned something which changes the way I look upon myself drastically, and you just move on to what you have to do. You're driven by only what you have to do. In order of those questions, no, no, yes, and yes. Now, do you know? No, I don't, Naruto said quietly. The answer comes from the origin of your clan. The first question you should ask is, why is the clan so strict? Why with the love rules? Well, in the past, your clan was one of the most powerful ones. Wars used to be more common. Thus, clans used to be war clan, completely bent on war. Your clan was one of them. With the use of the bloodline limit, your clan was usually key. A war clan needs to be strict, they couldn't afford to risk generals falling in love, leaving duty, etc. Hence, the rules. These rules, obviously, carried on. But the special thing about your clan is that, once every 500 years or so, one person from your clan gets the ability you have, to judge. This was often used in wars to decide if the army could win. And, thus, you have it. You're not the only one in your clan who had it, but you're one of the few. I see. But people can hide the true strength. Meaning you haven't awoken it fully. If you have, then it should tell you immediately the full capacity. Because it doesn't, it means you haven't been meditating enough. So why did you save me? I have my reasons. So, what does all this mean? You showed me all of this. The point being, I will be your teacher has next 6 months. By the time you're out of here, your bloodline will be complete. In 8 months, there will be a war. I have to have your training done by then. You have to have my training done by then. Itachi broke all his bonds, activated his Mangekyo Sharingan, and flared his chakra. Uchiha Itachi threat level 19. Naruto's jaw dropped. Do you know any ninja who's better than I and who's willing? Naruto kept quiet. Suddenly, he said, I need to make Sasuke's grave. Itachi remained quiet for a long while. Quote. Fine. They appeared in the very same valley where Sasuke was. The box remained undisturbed. Making a grave, Naruto buried his body there. After he placed the body there, he made a gravestone which sparkled like diamond. Using a jutsu, he burned the rock till it was glazed. Then, he carved the words on it. A friend, a brother, and most of all, a ninja. Uchiha Sasuke. Naruto remained quiet for a while as he paid his respects to his dear friend. Do you even care? He said, turning to Sasuke. Does it matter? It doesn't change the situation, does it? Me caring isn't gonna bring him back. Let's go, we have work to do. Naruto looked at Itachi's emotionless face. You're heartless. Let's go. And they came back. Right then. Itachi said, coming back to normal, first things first. You're going to learn every bijutsu in those monk scrolls. But how? I can't go back there with you. I was the third person who learned the 7th course. That monk, you, and me. I used my Sharingan to memorize the scrolls and recopy them. Taking out a scroll, Itachi showed the final scroll that Naruto hadn't finished. He was about halfway done. Your job is to do all these jutsus within 2 weeks' time. After all, you only have to do them once to master them. So, I suggest you get going. I've got to get the hell out of here. Naruto wondered. Oh, and, try to escape, and I will kill you, and he was gone. Tsunade-sama. Shizune called. What is it? They're back, was all she said. That was all she needed to say. Tsunade ran to the hospital. They were all in one room in separate beds. Is everyone all right? Everyone's in stable condition. Only. But Tsunade was already gone. Of all of them, Kakashi was the only one still conscious. Kakashi. How was the mission? We failed. Orochimaru's still alive. Although all his followers are dead. He's powerless, he explained everything to her. So you're saying he might have joined Akatsuki again? Yeah. It seems there's a division in Akatsuki. Kisame warned me of war. It seems the leader is hated, she said. Oh, and, Hokage-sama. One more thing. Yeah, Naruto's, he was captured by Akatsuki. We were tired. Tsunade stared at Kakashi with tears, and Kakashi, too, was crying a bit. What? No. No. He can't. No. Jiraiya came in, and he, too, had heard the news. He hasn't. No. Itachi was the third apprentice. And he would have sensed the Kyuubi was gone. Then why would he? Oh no. Kami-sama. He can't be training him for, meaning he would be in the Hokage's chamber, wouldn't he? And Tsunade, and no one else, can get in there. At least, now yet. Itachi himself could only get in there because of Naruto. Naruto will be safe then. As will Itachi, for now. Tsunade, Naruto is not D. Tsunade looked up, thanking God and almost blessing Jiraiya. Kakashi looked up curiously. Say, Itachi-san. What? When do I get to see my friends? They'll be thinking I'm D. Not until your training is complete, and they won't. Your sensei will tell them. What? How do you know? Because I, unlike you, have half a brain. And that was the end of that. During the days, Naruto would keep training, and Itachi would look through the scrolls. Then, they would have a meal which Itachi somehow got, but he wouldn't say how. Naruto figured he probably stole or something. Then, they both would meditate, and Naruto would work on unlocking his bloodline limit to the full extent. Then, Itachi would make Naruto read the scrolls that Itachi had prepared. The scrolls would often be about the history of the Hokages, much like Naruto's father's history. Other scrolls had advanced chakra-conserving techniques, genjutsu, ninjutsu, and taijutsu, some he had studied before, but others were new. Answer, every night he would plow through these scrolls. As it turned out, Naruto finished the jutsus in a week, and so they could move on. All right. From here on out, the nights are going to be pretty constant, but in the daytime, we're going to spar. I want you to use everything you learned in the scrolls. You learn at a moderately fast pace, and this helps because you don't too much to learn, you need to practice it a lot to learn it. You're already about halfway through the scrolls. Anyways, I want you to give it your all. I need to find your weaknesses. Naruto activated his bloodline limit, and the fight began. Naruto made a shadow clone which teleported behind Itachi, but Itachi had already teleported beside Naruto. As it turned out, Itachi was even faster than Naruto at jutsus. Soon, Naruto was caught in the Mengekyo, and he lay on the floor, tired. Because Itachi was a true heir to the Sharingan, his Mengekyo was exponentially more powerful. Your jutsu speed is rather impressive. You're one of the few who can almost match 3/4 of my speed. Naruto hung his head. Itachi had a most profound way of insulting a person. Your stamina is rather impressive as well, no doubt due to the Kyuubi, and so we don't need to worry about that. Your weakness is genjutsu, you can neither use it well nor block it. As for taijutsu, you're rather fast, but you're weak. We're going to be working on taijutsu and genjutsu then. Answer, throughout the months, Itachi taught him ways to use genjutsu. He learned from genjutsu scrolls, too, which helped greatly. After that, he learned ways to block genjutsu, genjutsu reversals, genjutsu reflection, and genjutsu nullification. Because his bloodline limit was so powerful, he learned all of these quickly, too. By the time a month had ended, Naruto was done with his genjutsu quota of his training. As for his meditation, he was progressing rather quickly. In his mind, he could now visualize the final gate that was blocking him. As he meditated, he could feel the gate in his mind being slowly cracked, pushed, and giving way. The more he did it, the closer it came, until, 1.5 months away from the start of his training, he finally did it. Activating it, he looked at Itachi. Uchiha Itachi. Threat level 19. Jutsus. Hellish Doom no Jutsu. Sacred Resurrection no Jutsu. Mengekyo Sharingan. He sensed Itachi's chakra, but it was not flared, if anything, it was suppressed, meaning he had finally done it. I did it, I unlocked the final part. Itachi nodded. Good. Continue at this rate, and you'll only need 3 more years. Damn Itachi. They continued to work on taijutsu. Itachi did every exercise known to man. At least, that's what Naruto thought. Itachi had Naruto wear 300 kilos of weight and try to spar him. Naruto couldn't even move a foot. However, as he tried and tried, he could slowly do it. Eventually, he was back to his original speed. At the same time, Itachi had Naruto break things like steel, bricks, and other objects without any chakra at all. Eventually, Naruto began progressing to the point where Itachi could add multiple layers. By the end of 4 months of training, Naruto had completed everything. You're ready now. Go to your friends. What? That's it. No goodbyes, no hugs, no. Itachi disappeared. No hugs. Okay, you don't do hugs. What about a handshake? Naruto yelled, but Itachi was gone. Fine then, be that way. Despite the fact that Itachi was a missing nin, and he wouldn't give any explanation whatsoever, Naruto had managed to get along quite well with him. He still hated him, to the core, yes, but, he figured, Itachi wasn't too bad. Naruto used a seal to get him outside. His jaw dropped, he had been inside Konoha the entire damn time. He went straight to Tsunade's office. Naruto. Tsunade was on top of him immediately. I mifdu, to Now get off of me. Tsunade finally let Naruto go, only to have him collapse from her hug. You've been gone for so long I thought he'd thank God you're alive I missed you so much where have I been you're gonna be in some trouble. Tsunade said extremely quickly. Yeah, I guess. Looking at her one last time, he saw. Tsunade. Threat level 14. Jutsus. Medical nin. Summon. Demolition jutsu. Wow. On the way out, Jiraiya went to him. Naruto. Naruto looked at him. Jiraiya. Threat level 15. Jutsus. Summon. Rasengan. Annihilating blast fire jutsu. So, he is stronger. Yeah. Did Itachi train you? Naruto nodded. I knew it. I don't what the hell he was thinking. Jiraiya mumbled. Anything wrong? Huh. Oh. No. No. Not at all. Jiraiya was lost in thoughts. Naruto went home, hoping, of course, that Hinata would be there. Luckily, she was. Opening the door, he went to her. She had her back to him. Placing his hands over her eyes, he said, I love you. She whirled around and hugged him deeply. I love you, too. They had been away for 4 months, and that was much too long for them. They walked, side by side throughout Konoha, talking, hugging, and enjoying each other's company. Naruto had missed her special smell, missed her hair, missed everything about her. It seemed so long ago that they had talked, and Naruto wanted to fix that. Naruto and Hinata spent the entire day in each other's arms. Coming back home in the evening, Hinata told him about everything that had happened during the months he was away. It seems there's going to be a war in 4 months. Everyone's preparing, and, so, they're having their last Junin exam before the war to get any last Junin members they can. Other than that, nothing much has changed. Same old missions. The missions stop in another 2 months, too. I see. Naruto had some spare time on his hands after he turned in the application for Junin, and he decided to walk around Konoha. He talked to the adults, advising them on their shop business and made himself rather well known. By now, 3/4 of Konoha had come to accept him. Only the southern end, the area where the Kyuubi had caused the most damage, truly still hated him. After paying a visit to the academy and Iruka, he decided to pay a visit to that southern end. Sakura saw him as he walked. He seemed to literally increase the sunshine and brightness as he walked. As he walked, he seemed to make all the insects fly with joy, the grass dance in the wind, and the sunshine provide merciful warmth upon its recipients. Naruto seemed to truly have the spirit of fire, a kind, forgiving, yet passionate and burning desire to fight, to forgive, and to be happy inside him. He seemed so innocent, and yet, there he was, one of the strongest ninjas in Konoha, yet having K so little, only 10 in his life, to be exact. Sakura had shared this same opinion among most of the village, actually, and they all seemed to get along with Naruto. Naruto would help anyone and everyone solve problems, talk with them, and simply have a good time, be they 5 or 50 years of age. Sakura was staring at him when she snapped back into reality. What am I doing? Ugh. Sakura-chan. What's up? Naruto called during his usual daily walk through Konoha. He was smiling at her. She couldn't help but to smile back. Hey, Naruto. How are you doing? Good, good. Had ramen, talked to people, trained. Yup. Same old life, eh? So, how's life for you? Not really too good. My mom forced me to join this club of hers where all the women sit, talk, and socialize. The thing is, every once in a while, some people come and make a speech on what they believe, or answer some questions, and other stuff, just to give us something new to talk about once in a while. And I don't see the problem with that. I think it's a great idea. Yeah, well, it's not such a great idea when you have to bring the person. So, it's your turn to bring someone. She sighed. Yeah, I have no idea. Why don't you bring me, Sakura-chan? Chapter 16. Time for a change. You. Sakura raised an eyebrow. You want me to bring you? Sure. I mean, why not, right? I think I'll get back to you on that. Sure. Whatever, Sakura-chan. See ya. Sakura rushed off towards the south side, where she lived. Bring him. Is he insane or something? Bring. I can't believe the nerve. Bring him. HMPH. Why not? I think it's a great idea, sweetie. Mom, you're supporting him. I'm not supporting anyone. All I'm saying is that it's a good idea. But, it's your choice, not mine. I remember my first time, she sighed. Sakura raised an eyebrow. Who'd you bring? Some random boy I'd been crushing on for years, but never got the guts to tell him until then, she said. Dad. You brought Dad. Aha, she nodded. Fine, but I'm not bringing him for the same reason. Of course you're not, she stifled her giggle. Mom. I'm joking. Geez. Naruto continued walking down there when he saw a very young girl, about 3 or 4 years old, crying. What's wrong? A pretty girl like you shouldn't be crying. Get away from me. Daddy says I shouldn't talk to you because you're really a fox, she said through her sobs. Really? Coolio. So I have a tail. He tickled her, and she laughed. Once she calmed down, he asked, now what's wrong? Those meanie boys took away Susie. Susie. How big is she? This big. Her palms were about 6 inches apart. A doll, I guessing. All right, let's go get Susie back, shall we? She nodded through her tears. Taking her up, Naruto twirled her in the air, making her giggle with joy. So, where are they? She pointed her tiny, cute finger in the northern direction. They walked about 2 minutes when they saw the boys. Yo, give her back her doll. There were about 5 or 6 boys about 8. Or what? Or this. Naruto teleported near them instantly, took the doll, and kicked them lightly. Of course, to them, it was a rather hard kick. Is this what you do? Pick on girls 5-on-1. The boys ran like there was no tomorrow. Turning to the girl, he asked, what's your name? Miki. Well, Miki-chan, here's Susie. He showed her the doll and she smiled, wiping her tears and hugged him. Daddy says you're a big, mean monster. But I think you're a cute, fuzzy, nice monster, she said, still hugging him as he carried her. Thank you, Miki-chan. Now, where do you live? I don't wanna go home. Daddy will scold me. Can I go home with you? Are you sure? I mean, your parents will. Please, 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 please. Quote. Hinata mumbled, good job, now let me concentrate. Miki frowned. Why is Hinata-chan sad? Naruto threw Miki up and caught her. Don't worry. She's just jealous that you're much prettier than she is. Miki giggled. Hinata sighed, looking at the two of them play, and thought, Naruto-kun. Naruto fed Miki and all 3 of them slept together. Miki in the middle so she wouldn't roll off the bed, and Naruto and Hinata on both sides. It was a bit cramped, but none of them really minded. The next day, Miki, Hinata, and Naruto together roamed the city. All over the north side of Konoha, Naruto put up posters to look for Miki's parents. They asked many people, but no one knew. Then, Sakura came. Hey, Sakura-chan. What's up? Hey, Naruto. I've decided to bring you. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Please don't be late, she said. Cool. Is it okay as Miki-chan comes, too? I found her, but we can't find her parents. Until we do, she's staying with me. Fine, bring her, too, she said, and walked off, feeling extremely nervous about how Naruto would do. Naruto decided to get new clothes, as his were rather old, sweaty, and dirty. After that, they went back home. The next day, Naruto and Miki went to see Sakura right after lunch. Hey, Sakura. I'm here early, cause I'm sure I'd forget, so I just decided to hang with you Gussie, he said. Naruto. Where were you? There's only 6 hours left before you have to go on. You should have been here earlier. Sakura. What? I just thought that since I was going there, shouldn't I be the one nervous, not you? He asked. Yes, well, I brought you, and sir, if you suck, it'll be my fault. Oh, okay. I didn't really think about it that way, and, Sakura. What now? Well, since you're sharing, me, I just thought that maybe I should be myself, and not, try to impress people. And secondly, I dunno, this is just some random idea of mine, but you might be panicking. I'm not panicking. Okay. Sakura's mother watched this scene with a couple of her friends and they giggled about it tremendously. That kid's gonna do fine, one friend said. Yeah, he's a good guy, said another. They all agreed at this. Okay, I'm just gonna go home, okay. What? You can't go home then you'll be late. But Naruto was already gone. Geez, how much does she worry for one stupid club meeting thing? It's not the end of the world. Geez, my god. Naruto and Miki returned at around 6:30 to find Sakura helping set up for the meeting. Hey, Sakura-chan, we're here. Thank goodness. I thought you'd forget for sure. The meeting then started. All right, the organizer said. It's Sakura's turn to bring in someone, and she has brought Uzumaki Naruto. Please come in and welcome. Naruto stepped up with Miki on his head. This is the first time I've done something like this, so, can anyone tell me what I'm supposed to do? One lady near the middle spoke up. You just tell who you are, what you're doing, and what you believe in. Naruto nodded. Sounds simple enough. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. I was born in this village. And my parents were Uzumaki Arashi, and Uzumaki Shina. Currently, I am a shinobi for Konoha. I just recently returned from a mission. I am currently of Chunin rank, and I'm entering the Junin exams in 2 weeks. About my beliefs, can anyone ask me questions to guide me? I have a lot of beliefs, and so I don't really know where to start. The audience seemed nice enough. Another lady's hand rose. Yeah, how? Say that child on your head was yours. How would you raise a child? I think it would matter depending on the child. If the child was like me, thick-headed, strong, unbelievably stubborn, this got a few laughs. Then I would probably insult it, be tough on it, and force it to do better. Why? Because, I, personally, have an extremely high stamina. Answer, I do well under such circumstances. My whole life I've been put down, and sir, when someone insults me, I naturally try my hardest to prove them wrong. Answer, I do well under difficult situations, partly cause I'm so stupid, and so no insult really affects me. They all laughed and smiled at the boy in front of them who was so honest, innocent, and hardworking in front of them. But some people aren't like that. Some are very talented, can do everything, but are extremely self-conscious, and they can't take that kind of stuff. Answer, for someone like that, I would emphasize kindness, love, and try to encourage. I guess what I'm really trying to say, is that it all depends on the child, and as a parent, one shall know that. They all nodded. Everyone in the group soon liked him, too, everyone except a group of 10 in the back who lived at the southern end of Konoha. Most of these people did live in the southern end, but more towards the middle than really the south. Another question. Just wondering, but where did you find the girl? Ha ha. Actually, that's a pretty funny story. Answer, he told the story, quote for quote what Miki said, and what he said. He threw Miki up, caught her, and whirled her around. Miki hung to him loosely and laughed. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Is anyone here her parent? I found her on the north side of Konoha, so I assume she lived there. I've asked all over and even put up posters, but I can't find this girl's parents. Does anyone here know? They all shook their heads. As a ninja, what do you feel when you K someone? Well, my first K was actually about 8 months ago. I accidentally K someone by using a stupid jutsu that was too dangerous. And I stayed there. And cried, knowing well that if I hadn't K them, they would have K me. And yet, I still cried. It was later that I realized, that not having wars was impossible. Not having deaths was impossible. Because until the day all people think alike there will always be conflict. And where there is conflict, those in the middle are crushed. Dot dot. It's like being stranded, you're the only one of an entire army. Dot dot. Everyone else ditched you and joined the enemy. Dot. But you wouldn't join the enemy because you know the enemy's corrupt. Everyone else was a coward and simply ran away to save their own hide. Would you fight, and fighting for what you believe in? Dot dot. Or would you join that enemy? It sure is easy to say right now, sitting down what you would do. Dot dot. But you go there, and it takes a truly strong heart to do that, but there's the problem. Dot dot. When everyone believes what they're doing is the right thing, there's even more conflict. So then comes the question, is goodness subjective, or objective? Is what each person thinks is good the good, or is there a general good? Dot dot. I don't know the answer to this question. If it were as simple as K the bad guys, I would have done it. Dot dot. But what happens when the bad guys have a family? A son, a brother, a wife, just like you and me. Dot dot. What if the bad guys believe they are the good ones? And that you're the bad one, just like you do to them? Dot dot. What if the bad guys are human, just like you and me? Dot dot. What if they are so similar, you can't tell the difference? What do you do? I've only K10 people in my life. Dot. And each time, I ask myself this question. I ask myself, is it worth it? Why do I fight? And each time, the same answer comes to me. I fight to protect my family. Yes, I am an orphan. Yes, half the village hates me. Yes, I do have a demon fox inside of me. But, I, too, have a family. And my friends have now become that family. And I promised myself I would protect them. Do I know the answer to this question? No, I don't. This is what I think and feel when I K a person. This time, there was actually applause. Naruto was amazed that people actually like what he thought. No one but Hinata did that. And then he realized it, he had been taking her for granted. All the time, he figured why bother? She'll always be there for him. But all the time, he hadn't been loving her how she had loved him. He had taken her for granted. And that would stop. Whoops. Time's up. Me and Miki gotta go. Bye guys. Hope you enjoyed my speech. And he left. When he went out of the building, he saw Hinata there, smiling. I heard your speech, Naruto-kun. I liked it. Naruto ran to her and embraced her. I'm sorry, Hinata. I've taken you for granted. I'm really sorry. Hinata wondered what on earth happened to him, but she was pleased nonetheless. It's okay. Suddenly, she felt herself seized by Naruto and she felt his lips touch hers. With that, they walked home. Sakura looked at him. The entire audience was in a chatter about what he had said, and they were enthralled by his ideas. But Sakura decided to skip out on the fun. She stood there outside, watching him go by. All those times in Team 7. How many insults. How many teasings. Even now, I refuse to acknowledge your greatness. And this wonderful speech shows only a part of it. Naruto, you've changed so much. And yet, you're still that same old Naruto you always were. You just show it a bit more now. And perhaps now I see how blind I was. She closed her eyes and tears rolled into them. Naruto, I love you, but it's too late, isn't it? Please forgive me. It's never too late, you know, a voice said behind her. No, Mom, it is too late. I know. Naruto lay his head in Hinata's lap. Miki was asleep in Naruto's room, and Naruto wanted to spend some time with Hinata. She was leaning over to a table and writing something. What are you writing? I'll tell you when it's finished. Come on, please. Just tell me and I'll never bug you again. No. The next morning he woke up to find himself in Hinata's bed. Hinata wasn't there. Waking up, he found Miki, too, gone. Okay, this is not cool. Seriously. He searched the house but they were nowhere to be found. Going around Konoha, he found his friends to be missing too, along with the Hokage, who was taking her usual sake break. He decided to go to Sakura's house to ask where the hell everybody was. When he entered, everyone yelled, "Happy B-Day Naruto." Naruto's jaw dropped. Say what? Your birthday Naru-kun. Miki shouted and ran to him. Naruto K. Thank you, Miki-chan. Turning to the rest of his friends, he said, it's October 10th today. Yeah, I guess I forgot. How could you forget? Sakura shouted at him. Well, I mean, it was always a bad day for me when I was little, 'cause that was the day the Kyuubi attacked, right? And people always bullied me and stuff, he told her softly. She felt extremely guilty. Naruto, comrade, come. Let us give you our gifts of youth. Lee shouted. Naruto ran to the rest of his friends. He was piled in gifts that day. Sakura's mother was hosting the party, in fact. First they all talked for a bit, until it was time to see the cake. Naruto walked in front of the cake. He closed his eyes and made his wish. Then, opening them, he opened his mouth to blow the candles, but Kiba pushed his face into the cake. Kiba was laughing incredibly, as were many others. Naruto took a handful of cake and splattered it on Kiba's face. That started it. From there on out, it was a straight food fight. It was, naturally, everyone team up on Naruto since it was his birthday. By the end of it, Naruto's clothes were pure red from punch, his waist up white from cake, his shoes caught in ramen, what a waste, and his back in lemonade. Happy now, Kiba? Almost. And then he threw a tomato which landed square on Naruto's nose. Perfect, he said like an artist looking at his masterpiece. They all laughed and Naruto took a shower, dressed up and came back. After that, they all sang the happy birthday song, talked, and everyone went home. The party ended at about 6 in the night. Hey, Sakura, thanks for hosting the party. It was great, seriously, thanks. It's the first time I've celebrated my birthday. Thanks, it really means a lot. And with that, Naruto, Hinata, and Miki walked back home. Hinata couldn't stop giggling. What's so funny? She took something out of her pocket. It was a picture of Kiba's masterpiece. Oh, hell no. Give it back. Hinata ran like hell. When Naruto finally caught up to her, she said, I've got copies. Naruto's expression was like a man's when he saw the end of the world coming. Where? She shook her head. Not telling. And she ran again. Get back here. Naruto pinned her down and tickled her all over. Taking the picture from her, he said, I'll tear up my humiliation now, and tore it. Hinata shrugged and took another one out of her pocket. Oh, I give up. Naruto said and picked up Miki. As he went through the southern end of Konoha, he found a lot more people accepted him now since the club meeting. Word spread like wildfire, and more people began talking to him, getting to know him, and agreed with the rumors. He was a nice guy. One day, carrying Miki, he went shopping for clothes, when, suddenly, a man yelled, Give me back my daughter, you fox. Naruto turned around and looked at the man. Miki-chan, is this your father? By now a huge crowd had gathered. Aha, she softly said. Walking up to the man, he said, Here you go, sir. I didn't know Miki-chan was yours. So you just take in any random girl. I put up posters all over the north side. I found her there, so I assumed she lived there. I didn't know she lived here. I'm really sorry if I've caused you any trouble. Pulling things out from his backpack, he said, Here you go. They're hers. He grabbed them and grunted. Bye Miki-chan. He said cheerfully. We'll meet again, okay? She nodded, but her father interrupted. Oh, no she won't. I have no authority over her. Her father does, and it isn't my place to do so. Okay, then. It was nice meeting you Miki-chan. He hugged her. She cried on his shoulders. I don't wanna go, Naru-kun. Oh, come on, Miki-chan. Your father must have been worried sick about you. Come on. Your mother has a nice meal at home for you, okay? And he wiped her tears. She nodded and went to her father. Bye, Naru-kun. Bye, Miki-chan. He said giving her his trademark grin. The crowd was huge, and they all saw this scene, nodding at Naruto's actions. Naruto walked back home. Sakura, too had seen this. Naruto, you just saved that girl's life. He explained to Hinata everything that had happened. So Miki's home, now. Yup. I miss her, you know. She was a nice, friendly spirit in the house. She had a good atmosphere with her. Hinata nodded. Yes, I miss her, too. Oh, and, Naruto-kun, the exams are tomorrow. We gonna rock as usual. Is that a question? She asked smiling. We're gonna rock as usual, he stated, smiling. It's time for a change. Now, Naruto Uzumaki will show just what he's made of. Yeah, That's it, I guess. Yeah. I wanted Naruto to be well loved by Konoha. It works better for the end of the story. Don't worry. It's the beginning of the end. Evil laugh. Yeah. And there you have it. Sasuke's D. Yes, I know. Itachi was acting really weird, but you'll see, it all works out. No, Itachi is not a good guy. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.